So today's vlog is about something a little deeper than any of my vlogs have been so far. I think it's a really important topic that gets talked about a lot, but it's I want to talk about women and their bodies. I hated my body for the first 20 years of my life. Uh, but it's really surprising when you talk to people who have different body types from you and even characteristics in their body types that are seen as desirable, especially in American culture. I mean, I struggled probably since I was 5 years old with my body because I'm half Mexican and we're not really sure what the other half is, but I don't have the same body as white girls or whatever you want, well, anybody really. I'm 5 feet tall. I weigh 175 pounds. I'm that 1% of women that gets bulky when they do weight training. Even if I do low weight, high repetition, I get bulky. I only have 20% body fat, which is very healthy and average for a woman. Women, as we know, have more body fat than men because we gotta feed babies and stuff. But it's just really interesting when you go your entire life hating your body and then just one day coming to the realization of, I will never be tall, I will never be thin, I will never be blonde, I will never have big boobs, but instead I'm going to be short and I'm going to be brunette and I'm going to be stocky and I'm going to be solid. And it's kind of sad that it took me 20 years to get there. But I know that it's a major commonality for women across the whole entire United States. Today, when I was standing outside waiting for my Zumba class to start, I was with a girl named Stephanie and a girl named Mandy. We're all 5 feet tall with very different body types. Stephanie is ridiculously busty. Like, she's this tiny little girl with these huge breasts, very like straight up and down until you get to her boobs. I'd say she's probably not even a size 2, like in her pants, but her breasts are just huge. And of course she hates them. And she hates that she doesn't have hips, and she hates that she doesn't have a booty. And then there's this other girl there, Mandy, and she's really thin. She's about, she's 5 feet tall as well, but she's super thin, and so it makes her limbs look longer and all that interesting stuff. And it was just funny how we were all sitting there talking about our bodies and talking about, well, I wasn't really talking, I was listening to them complain about the things that I wanted for so long. I was, in American culture, you have to have breasts and you have to be thin, and you have to have breasts and be thin at the same time. And Mandy's thin, and she was like, I'm just really scrawny, and no matter what I do, I can't, put any meat on my bones or anything. And I feel like I'm unattractive. I feel like I'm too thin. And I was like, if there's in my lifetime, I've heard there's two things you can never have too much of. You can never be too rich, and you can never be too thin. And I just think it's ironic that someone who is thin and is the size that we want women to be in America is unhappy with her body. And then my friend Stephanie, who is supremely busty, and she's a really cute girl, hates her breasts. And that's another thing in American culture, is you're supposed to be busty. And it just really got me thinking, I'm so glad that I finally came to the realization that I can't change my body. I can improve it a little. I can make it a little better. I can, change a little bit. I can tone up. I can lose a little weight. I can do whatever. But no matter what I do, I'm going to be short. And I'm going to be thick. And I'm never, being 5 feet tall, they tell you to weigh between 98 and 127 pounds. Now, I'm going to show you this. So I weigh 175 pounds. Right. Okay, see this? This is all me, not sucking in, no like tummy or anything. Tiny little boobs, whatever. And then like this huge old ghetto booty. You can't see it because my husband's chair. But you know what I mean? Like, nothing's wrong with my body. Nothing's wrong with me. And nothing's wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. Everything on your body is there because it's supposed to be. Everything that you do with your body, you're lucky to do. If you can walk, you can talk, you can dance, you can jump, you can sing, you can laugh, you can educate yourself, you can exercise, nothing is wrong with you. And it really kills me that American society upholds these horrible expectations of women that are completely unhealthy. I can sit here and say that 50% of the runway models, like I love America's Next Top Model, don't get me wrong, but 50% of the runway models at the least probably have eating disorders, probably don't have periods, probably can't have a baby, can't get pregnant, anything. And that's what we're for. That's why we're here, to reproduce and have children. And men subconsciously want women with hips because they want to know that their baby will come out safely, and then the woman is healthy enough to feed them. If you don't have meat on your bones, how are you going to give up your nutrients to a baby? And I might not have the perfect body. And, I have a couple of pairs of jeans that when I put them on, I muffin top a little or whatever. And I have no boobs. Luckily, I have a flat stomach and stuff. But I've got 24-inch thighs. And I am 46 inches around. Okay, it shrunk. It's like 43 now. 43 inches around my butt. And when I go to my workout classes, I might not be the thinnest. I'm not the biggest either. But I would definitely say that in each of my fitness classes, I am at least top 10 cardiovascularly fit, physically fit. I have a lot of stamina. I exercise all the time. I can go through an entire intense aerobics class without stopping. I can lift weights. I can carry heavy objects. All this stuff. And nothing's wrong with me. Nothing's wrong with me. And I'm okay looking in the face, too. Nothing's wrong with me or any of us. And I even have a hot husband to show that really nothing wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? So I really just wanted to discuss this because I think that it's an issue that we, I don't know, Dove tries to, put bigger women in their advertisements, but I don't think that's enough. They're bigger, but they're not big. They're not me. They're all still at least 5'7", and I always, some of the most beautiful people I know are 5'0", or 5'2", or 5'3", and they're not thin or fat or even chubby. They're normal-sized women. The way we are supposed to be, the way that God, Buddha, Allah, whoever you believe in, made us. And I just really thought that this was important to address, especially this I have a history of eating disorders. I have a history of hating my body. I have a history of, self-injury, but not, cutting or anything, but, purging, punching, biting, because I hated my body so much, and we as women do not deserve this. We have come too far in every other avenue to let this hold us back, which it very commonly does. So many of us feel so much burden and hatred towards our bodies, and I just think it needs to stop. And I know that my one vlog and my one post isn't going to change it, but if the women who do listen to this and do watch this think to themselves for a moment, hey, nothing is wrong with me, I am the way I am, then that's enough for me. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. And I hope you feel good about your body. You're beautiful. Love yourself, please. It's important.